Good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome to the single most important show in the history of the internet that takes place at this time on this channel. Potentially the most viewed show that takes place at this time on this channel on this day, Geeks and Gamers Daily. And we are joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the best of us, the single most important human being on the planet, the biggest YouTube channel, but they couldn't join us, so me. Jay's here. What's up, man?
How'd it go last night? On Tuesday?
It was good. We're gonna have to do a super chat square up on Thursday, so we're gonna go live on Thursday.
Nice.
We'll be live on this channel on Thursday to do a catch up, and that'll be good. That'll be fun. But it was a good show. It was a really good show. We had a good discussion, and everybody said they would. All I saw in the chat was, I really agree with Jay on this one. I really agree with Jay.
That too. I was dying laughing.
I really agree with Jay. So
yeah, I was Krista, man, like that is trying to keep up with someone like that running around theme parks is finally had to say yesterday, like, hey, I'm about to die. It's 110 degrees out here. I don't know where you store all that energy. I'm about to die. I gotta sit. I'm turning into the I'll sit and watch your bags guy. That's what I'm turning into. I was like, I never wanted to be that guy, but you know, turning into that guy. Everybody go ahead. I'll sit and watch your bags. Oh man, holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, she's a ball of energy, man. She just goes all over the place.
Stop.
Yeah. So
she's like, we got to go here, and then we got to go there, and then we got to go here, then we got to. And I'm like, logically, I'm like, if we just did a circle, we could hit all these places. But it's like boom, 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 and then I said, I gotta sit. I'll watch your bag.
We got Gohan creates Prometheus creations for a $100 super chat.
That's what happens when I'm on the show before it even starts.
Even get started. Jeremy's loud. Am I? See, okay, so
it sounds good to me. I don't know how, like.
Let me read this and then I'll tell everybody what's going on. So, Hail the 199. Hope you received my letter, Jeremy. Did a new video I am uploading today on another project idea for the fans. And also read the letter that I sent you in case you don't read it on your channel. Room still needs worked on for the fans with the salute. I am checking my P.O. box this weekend, so I will check it out there. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing what you have sent and what you're working on with these videos, man. Looking forward to seeing it, brother. Thank you so much, and thank you for the salute. We appreciate it here in the chat.
Everybody says your sound is fine.
Okay.
So they started saying.
So I woke up and I'm hoping everything holds up, but so power went out last night. Terrible storms here in Pensacola. I don't know if it's the storms that you guys are dealing with in Orlando.
It's been ugly the past few days.
But yeah, so I had everything was reset on me. My roadcaster was down. Everything had to reset my internet. So I hope everything's okay. But yeah, so that's why. As long as we're good, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right. So we did have the Acolyte last night. Unfortunately, that did happen, and we're going to talk about it. Unfortunately. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on just in the world in general, whether it's entertainment, politics. There's craziness going on.
Nasty hurricane going through the Caribbean. I think it's terrible. So if you're a listener down there,
it's
make sure you be safe.
It's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Taker says Perry has also made next week's FNT opening. Man, that opening from last week was a banger, man. That was just hilarious. Coaly says lesbian headlamp facing, especially the thumbnail version. Yikes. Yeah, the thumbnails, the people are not happy with the thumbnail. Let's just say that. They're not happy with the thumbnail. GJJ in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Even Beardo says Savvy was the true MVP last night. Hi, Jay.
Hey,
Jay. Look at there. Look at there.
How's it going there, man?
PM says, oh shit, it's Jay. See you tomorrow then. Damn. He's out.
That's okay.
Thunder Strikes.
People, not everybody, but that's okay. I totally respect it.
Thunderstrike says, can I get a happy birthday shout out to my son Peyton? He turns 5 today. Well, happy birthday, Peyton.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday from Geeks and Gamers, Peyton.
Eat a lot of cake.
Ice cream and cake. Chocolate ice cream. And
just go.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, thank you, Thunderstrike. Joey Bag of Donuts says, have a great 4th. Yeah, figs. America. Fuck yeah. There we go.
Coming up.
Be live on the 4th here on this channel. Master Eden with a gifted membership. Thank you. Mikey Gustler says, did you see set photos of Guy Gardner's Green Lantern and Hawk Girl's costume? It looks terrible. Can't wait for the $364 million film to flop. I have not seen set photos of that. I mean, I try to stay like, I used to get really caught up in set photos for a lot of different projects. And then I tried to stay away from set photos unless it's just in my face. Just like I saw the set photos for the Superman movie, James Gunn Superman, because it's everywhere right now. But I don't go looking for set photos per se. If they show up on my timeline and everybody's talking about it, I'll at least check it out.
Hold on, Jeremy. We got to address a comment in the chat.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know this. Jeremy never uses clickbait.
Never.
So the fact that you're saying that this channel uses a clickbait title,
yeah,
and now we've lost credibility. I mean, I can't even read.
Credibility.
How dare you, Jeremy? Use a clickbait title.
Did you say I lost credibility as a critic?
Yeah,
motherfucker,
yeah,
I never had credibility. What are you talking about? You have to have something in order to lose it. I never had it. And my co-host says credibility. Like I was
trying to be serious, and I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, the fact that anyone would call Jeremy credible is like, that's a joke of 2024 right there, man. Like what? The fact that someone would call Jeremy a critic with credibility.
I certainly do not have that. I certainly do not have that. But I have credibility. I have that. I have credibility. Yeah. Credibility. I have a lot of credibility. But but I will say it absolutely was an OnlyFans episode. 1000%.
Oh, dude,
it was 100% an OnlyFans episode. Brutal. Like, what is the point of someone getting naked in Star Wars? What is the point? What is the point of her looking at his dick when he's walking towards her naked? The awkward dialogue between the two, the creepy way he slowly swims towards her. 1000% an OnlyFans episode. Absolutely.
Dude.
Now, listen,
and then the fact that he looks up at her, hey, unless you're joining me.
Yeah, dude.
Put my clothes on in front of you while we have a conversation.
This really happened. We're gonna break the whole thing down so everybody understands what we're talking about. And again, Jay's got a really good channel, or a really good video on his channel breaking it down. But if you're looking for credibility, Star Wars Explained is gonna have a great praise breakdown of it and tell you it's the greatest thing you've ever seen. That's where you get your credibility. It's not going to be from here, though. I can promise you that. Tobias for 10 says 115 dry heat today. May or not have power tonight if the wind kicks up even the slightest, because PG&E are bitches who are paranoid. So their old equipment will start a fire. But I have the 4th off. Well, I hope everything goes well for you, Tobias. I'm dealing with credibility issues here, so I hope everything works out for you, brother. Let's see. We've got Big Worm says Jay didn't sing. He drives me deeper into despair.
What's up, Big Perm?
Man.
Worm.
Unknown says shit Clown Wars. Thoughts on narrow boating with Nigel becomes a new member. Lord J says credibility. Big Worm says Craig H is right. You are a dirty clickbaiter. Faraway Finlay says hail. Valkyria Winter says Jay reads better than Beardo, Hail, and Skull. Tashrin says credibility 199. Gohan Create says, Jeremy, the new spokesman for Liberty Mutual. I have credibility. Liberty Bibbity. Holy crap. I can't.
Bippity boppity boop.
Like the way that I can't keep saying that. And then we got Butter Biscuit says, these streams have returned to glory without Beardo. That terrible chat reading has me switch to Culture Casino every morning. Let's go. But yeah, Butter Biscuit's not a fan of Beardo. Not a fan. I mean,
it happens to all of us.
Yeah, that there's people here. Like my favorite thing is when people like say, "Man, I hate Jeremy, man, but I like Jay. He's a good guy." Or like
and if they say the opposite
or,
too, they're like, "Jay's here. I'm out, man. I ain't watching this crap." It's like back and forth.
Listen, you have no obligation to like anyone at G&G. You can tell them to all go fuck themselves. That's fine.
There you go. I think you just said that, Nathan, because you wanted me to highlight your comments. So there's your 15 seconds of fame.
I have credibility. Says it's so true. The fuck. Tobias is so glad I spent time watching Exploration Unknown on D-Day and finding old bunkers and playing Aliens Dark Descent instead of only Acolyte. That's what it is. All right, let's talk about it. The Acolyte happened last night, episode 6. And honestly, we haven't really talked about it at all, Jay. Do you think that I am off base by calling it an OnlyFans episode or 50 Shades of Jedi?
No. I think it's my title was called Suns Out, Buns Out, episode 6.
Suns out, buns out. I mean, dude, look at this. All right, look at this. Oh, now because Jay's here, Greg the Goblin comes in here with a 50. Only because Jay's here. This is the first time in the history of the channel Greg the Goblin has ever sent a 50.
Read it correctly. Only because the
legendary Jay is on. The legendary Jay. All right, sorry about that. Thank you, Greg the Goblin.
$50. Make sure you get it right.
Good to see you here, brother. Good to see you here. All right, listen. This is actually the episode, okay? So, like 300 Mirrors has this. Now, I'm not going to play it, but we'll play clips of it. But so this dude, all right? This dude, she walks up and first of all, she follows him because apparently he didn't know she was there. It's OSHA, right? That's following him.
Yeah.
They've switched spots again, right? So OSHA's following him on a planet that looks a lot like the one in The Last Jedi, by the way. What's that called? Hoktua. Planet Hoktua. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Planet Hoktua. Oh, God, I didn't even think about that. It's Planet Hoktua. Holy shit. So anyway, she follows him, and then he slowly starts taking his fucking clothes off. This is an episode of Star Wars. He's taking his fucking clothes off. She's watching him creepily. All right?
Yeah, it's weird. Suns out, buns out, baby.
Suns out, buns out. And then he gets naked.
Yeah.
And then he slowly walks into the water. This happened.
Yeah.
And that's not the end of it. Okay. That's just the beginning of it. This is Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Jay, give us the breakdown. You broke this episode down very good in your video. So break it down.
So basically the episode picks up where the twins have switched places. And we have May, who's the bad twin, now pretending to be OSHA on the spaceship with Soul. And we have the good twin, not knowing what's going on the unknown planet is what they called it. So, yeah, she gets up and she's like, she follows this, the guy they call the Stranger. I mean, unknown planet, the Stranger, good stuff. And he just takes his clothes off and jumps in the water. And she then bends over to picks up his lightsaber, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get him now." Yep, there he is. And the worst line of all, though, the worst line was when he was in the water. He swims back up, and it's all over social media, the closed captions where he goes, "Hey, if you're not gonna get in with me, I'm gonna get out." Literally says that. If you ain't coming in the pool naked with me, I'm getting. It doesn't say the word naked, but like that's what it's implying. He's like, if you ain't getting in with me, I'm gonna come out and put my clothes on. So I don't know what that was all about. I'm telling you, man, the Star Wars shippers are happier than they just popped a good one on this episode, man. I'm sure the artwork and everything that these Raylos that they all did, I bet they are just having a field day with
all of these middle-aged women who are lonely with cats are having a field day with this shit, because that's their target demo right now. A bunch of fucking weirdos that draw Raylo art and fantasize about shit.
Oh man!
Again, I don't know how many times I have to break this down. I don't care what you are into in your private life. I don't give a shit. When you make it your public persona, when you post about your sexual fantasies on social media, you are a fucking weirdo and I want nothing to do with you. Like, what the fuck? It's all right, so weird.
Here we go. Here. I was looking for this still, but
Raylos are weird.
Because some people don't. They were like, "There's no way he said that." So there it is, right there. He's like, "If you're not going to join me, I'd like to put my clothes back on." So there you go.
I'm trying to remember. Did he really say that?
Yeah, that was like I was kind
of checked out at that point because I'm like, I have to watch
5 minutes
garbage.
going, how is this even a line?
I know.
In Star Wars. So there it is. If you're not going to join me. So then, the whole point of them on this island is he's trying to seduce her and into becoming, his pupil. So he says all kinds of weird stuff. And she's like, I'm not a Jedi and I don't have the Force anymore because I stopped using it. And he's like, no, it's not. If you stop using it, you lose it. That's not how it works.
Well, here's the scene right here. So he starts walking towards her. Okay.
Yeah, buck naked.
But yeah, he's completely naked. And then I'll play just this part. So she's looking at him in his eyes. Okay. And then see, she looks down at his dick.
She's got to make sure what she's dealing with here.
This is supposed to be Star Wars.
I'm just saying, I think that was the moment she decided not to kill him and hear him out. I think that's what's going on here. She's like, I'm gonna hear this. I'm gonna hear this guy out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What the fuck is happening? This is Disney Star Wars, right?
The crazy thing is, like, they have a whole conversation. He's just naked, standing there.
I know. He's just like
about the Force.
Yep. Sun's out, buns out. Like, it's so weird, man.
I wonder where Leslie Headland got that inspiration from. Anyway,
Jesus,
probably shouldn't have thrown that out there. But, yeah. So then the other side of the coin, like where the bad twin is, that's even worse because you have Master Jedi Soul, right? Master Jedi Soul is like having a emotional moment. He's a master, and they're not supposed to have emotion, and they're all like, he's crying, he's upset. He sees the twin. He's hugging her. He's like, "Oh, you saved my life. Thank you." It's just like, it's very odd, And then he's like, "I'm going to tell you a secret, but first we got to get the ship fixed." He sends out a distress signal because the ship is messed up, and it makes it all the way to Coruscant. And only a little part of the message is heard. So it's like, "Hey, everyone's dead. I need your help." So the green lady that has the light whip, she's like, "All right, we got to go after him." And then, Jeremy, they do something that I got to give them some positivity here.
Uh-oh.
They introduce, at first I thought the fat Jedi was like my guy. I was like, I finally got.
I know where you're going with this.
I'm ready to share it.
I'm ready to share it.
Finally got it. They introduced the Alabama Jedi. So there you go. Jeremy finally has representation in Star Wars. They introduced it. I don't know. Maybe we can get a good name for him, chat. Like, let's Jedi Joe Dirt. That's a good one. Bro does space meth for sure. Is that Jeremy's brother? Someone asked.
He looks like one of those. He looks like a guy that belongs in one of those meth houses in Breaking Bad.
Jedi Alabama. Pretty bad.
Oh man.
I mean, they went all out, and when they cast this guy,
dude, this is
Gary writes under this picture. Is this guy? I think he said something. Is he gay or British? Like one of the
gay or British. And then I think Disbrew response.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh man,
good Lord,
this is Disney Star Wars right here,
dude. Like, what is that guy doing?
Like, I mean, this is supposed to be like your Jedi that we're supposed to like. This is a fucking retarded show, man. It's a really fucking bad show. There's nothing redeeming about this show. Nothing. Holy crap, man. But it gets worse. So in this scene, she does the whole lightsaber whip. The green, Leslie Headland's wife, the Green Jedi. She does the whole lightsaber whip to kill one of the insects or whatever.
Kills a bug,
and he's just standing there.
They tease that in all the teaser trailers. Ooh, lightsaber whip, and a giant moth decides to fly near her head. And she pulls out her lightsaber whip and pops it behind her. Like, yeah. There it is, everyone. There's the scene.
Yeah. Yep.
It was like you killed a bug. There you go.
You killed a bug. You killed a bug.
So the whole time, like, the evil guy is like trying to convince Osha, like, hey, like I could show you ways of the dark side, like passion, desire, like all that stuff. Like I could show you all this stuff if you just if you follow my train. And she's just like she's conflicted. And then one of the dumbest scenes ever comes up. He's rebuilding his helmet made of cotorsis. Is that how you say it? This is the same material that if a lightsaber hits it, it turns off, right? How is a welder like how does that work if a lightsaber can't work on it? I don't know, man. It was just like the whole thing is just back and forth. So finally, May, she's gonna kill Master Soul, and then he goes, "Oh, hey, Osha, can you fix the ship? We're stuck out here." So she's like, "Sure." So she goes down to fix the ship. She finds that little pronoun.
Yeah, what is that thing, whatever man? It is. Yeah,
the little pronoun beaver shows up, and he knows that's the wrong twin, and he starts to fight her. It's so dumb. Stomps on her foot, then runs away. Then one of the little droids is mad at her, so she just hits the reset button and resets the whole thing with one touch button. How convenient! And she gets the ship ready to work, and then she's like, "You need to tell me your secret, Master Soul." And then I guess he figures out that that little pronoun warthog. I don't know what it is. And they lets him know like that's the wrong twin, and he shoots her with a stun gun. Everybody's getting shot with stun guns in this show. Soul ties her up and turns off his distress signal. Doesn't want to hear from anyone. And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna tell you everything. And you got to listen." And this is where I think Jeremy's theory will come true. I think Soul will say, "Hey, it was the Jedi that killed all your witch moms, because he's been dealing with this for 16 years. He goes off and she's tied up, and then you don't hear what he says. And the ship takes off. As soon as the ship takes off, the green lady, the green light whip lady shows up, and they go look at all the dead bodies of the Jedi. Like, oh man, that's rough. And then we go back to the I guess the Sith and Ocean. He goes, why don't you try on my helmet and it'll make you connected with the Force again? Because it's not if you don't use it, you'd lose it. You always had the Force. Then we get like, I think the dumbest scene in the history. I gotta show it. So at the very end of the episode, she puts on the helmet and it looks like this. And she starts breathing like Darth Vader.
Music shuts down, and all you hear is her breathing.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the end of the episode.
It's the stupidest thing you've ever seen. It's so dumb. Nothing of substance happens in this episode at all. Nothing. It looks like a little kid that put on like their dad's hat right there.
What if she turns into like Darth Plagueis, because she was made by the Force, and she puts that on and it just reconstructs her whole body. I don't know. But like that's the whole. Oh, you had something you were gonna show too.
Oh no, I just had the video clip of it too where she's putting it on.
I was like, how's that thing gonna fit on her head?
Yeah.
But they don't show that part. They just show like I think this part.
Yeah, and then it
goes.
Yeah, it cuts away. This is not going to fit on her head, so they stop it right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird. And it's Darth Vader breathing. And it's like, that's the end. So yeah, like, how are they going to tie this whole thing up in two more 25-minute episodes? Well, I guess the theory is the Stranger Sith guy's master was the green Leslie Headland's wife, because those are laser whip marks on his back. So they'll tie that in. Like, that's they're basically making the Jedi look terrible. The Jedi are bad. The Sith are the good guys. Well, you can't say Sith because that's it's a racial slur. Apparently.
It's a racial slur now. Yeah.
And
we would never say Sith on this show. We don't want to say Sith.
Like, because the stranger guy did admit, he goes, I used to be a Jedi, but I failed, and now I found more ways to use the Force. So basically, Osha is also a Jedi that failed her training. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of people basically saying the Jedi are terrible people that do terrible things to others, and we're gonna stop them. That's just what it sounds like. So the Jedi are bad.
As bad as we may be, for those that haven't seen it, as bad as we are making it sound, I can promise you it's far worse if you actually watch it. It is bad. It is a really bad, boring episode with some of the most mind-numbing dialogue you're ever going to hear.
Yeah, the dialogue is rough.
It's really bad. And
the only Star Wars dialogue we got was when he's sitting there. And it just reminded me like they tried to recreate like Yoda and Luke for the first time when Yoda's like trying to talk about the Force. He's doing the same thing. He's sitting over a bowl of soup in a cave like, yeah, well, here's some things you could do with the Force. You can have desire and, anger and passion and all that stuff. And she's like, that's going to lead me to the dark side. It's the only thing that they ever said in the entire episode that is remotely Star Wars. So...
how many dead Jedi are we dealing with right now?
I don't know, 8 or 9.
Where's Yoda? Would Yoda not be involved at this point? Of course he would. Of course Yoda would be like getting involved, going, what the hell's going on? Like, but no.
The council should be all up in this.
Absolutely. But of course, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
I think Jeremy's prediction is correct. Master Soul is going to tell them, yeah, it was us, the Jedi, that, we killed all those witches because we felt like they didn't, they didn't serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Jedi's fault for creating these evil characters. It's the Jedi's fault that all this happened. It's the Jedi. So like they're just going to portray them, as just bad people.
That's where
Forbes put out an interesting article about that. They were like, do you guys remember when Jedis were cool? Like, do you guys remember that? Like, the whole article was a guy like, there used to be such a coolness to the Jedi, like such a coolness, like they were the good guys. They were this. He goes, now they're just being ruined. You know, every episode, every show, every movie. Like you had The Last Jedi. It's time for the Jedi to end. You had Kylo Ren saying, hey, forget the Jedi, forget the Sith. Let's start something new. Like, it's just, there was just so many signs of how the new Lucasfilm powers that be just were like, we got to do away with all this stuff.
Yep.
We got to do away with all of it. And now this, you know, it's like Jedi are stupid. They're dumb. They're, you know, all the white guy Jedis are either fat, retarded. I don't know. Like, they have a lot of white guilt.
It's unbelievable.
So
so moving forward, we got 2 episodes left. You'll get the breakdowns from all of us, and I am truly astonished how bad this show is. I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be really bad. I'm not sure I knew it was going to be this bad, though. And the final 2 episodes, apparently we're going to get a flashback episode. I'll be interested to see, I guess, how that goes. But yeah, this is
flashback. Like, where are they going with this? Thing is, like, where are they going with this show? How does it move the needle?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I guess the only thing is, it's like they're gonna like, they just introduced lesbians that can make life, I guess. So now that's gonna be a thing, and they're gonna introduce how bad the Jedi are. So when the Rey movie comes out, The New Beginning, I guess that's what it's rumored to be called. She'll start the Jedi the way Kathleen Kennedy wants it the whole time.
Yep.
Oh,
dude,
there you go.
I kind of hate these fucking, like, this game came out X amount of years ago. This movie, I just see a tweet from Culture Crave. Transformers released 17 years ago today. The first Transformers movie. Thank you for making me feel old every day on Twitter. That's all I see now is like how old I am. Hey, this movie released 17. Transformers 1 released 17 years ago. What the hell?
You know what's crazy? Because that's the only thing good people can talk about.
That is true. That is true.
Can you imagine, Jeremy, years from now, you know, when our time is gone and these young folks grow up and they're going to be like, guys, man, you remember the Acolyte? How cool was that? You know, we got the light whip. Ain't no one going to be talking about that crap. Not like we talk about the original trilogy or the prequels, things like that. No, ain't no one going to have debates like that.
39 years ago,
like,
Back
you guys
to the
remember
Future?
the first time you watched the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
You guys remember that? How cool that spin shot was? Ain't no one going to be talking about that crap.
39 years ago, Back to the Future. God.
That came out like 85.
Dude, did you see what Coldplay did with Michael J. Fox?
They had him play the Johnny Be Good, right?
Yeah, well, they had him on stage for their Fix You song, and then it was fucking cool, man. Like, he even did like a leg kick from his wheelchair. They let him play. Oh, it was so freaking cool, man.
I saw that. I saw
that was the coolest shit ever, dude. Like, I saw that, I was like, dude, that hit me, because, like, dude, that guy, when did he get Parkinson's?
He's been battling it for a while. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but
it was like 20, when he like 27 or 28 when he got Parkinson's. Like, for those who don't understand, Michael J. Fox was on a Tom Cruise level path to stardom, and he was already a big star. You know what I mean? Like, he would have still been a mega star today. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, 100%. Back
Michael
to the Future, and like,
yeah, Michael J. Fox would have still been like, he would have been Tom Cruise level of a star. Absolutely. And
I like Leonardo DiCaprio easy.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to meet him.
Yeah, I know.
Utah.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen it, look it up. It was Coldplay at doing massive concert. My God, I didn't think they still pulled that many people. Like, holy shit. Apparently they're still popular. I'm not a big fan of Coldplay, but I do like a few of their songs. But they had Michael J. Fox there with them, and then even like credited him, saying like, we wouldn't even be a band if it wasn't for Back to the Future and Michael J. Fox. He's our hero. I'm like, bro, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
it was really cool. It was really cool to see that. But Michael J. Fox is awesome dude.
He was he was a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we were with Gina. She was signing autographs, and a spokesperson for him came over to our booth and says, Michael J. Fox would love to meet Gina Carano. Is that possible? And I'm like, yeah, you tell me when, and I'll stop the line and we'll walk over there right now.
Damn right, dude.
There ain't no give us an hour and maybe we'll think about. No, that never say that. So
what were you thinking when this happened? Like, give me your frame of mind. At first,
I was like, who? Like, it wasn't Mike. I didn't think, because like they had the whole Back to the Future cast there and the DeLorean, so people were paying money to get pictures with the whole cast and the DeLorean. So yeah, I just said, when are you thinking? Like, we could leave now if you want. And they were like, all right, we'll let you know real soon. They came back in 10 minutes and they said, can you walk over there in like 10 minutes? And I said, yeah. So I was like, hey, we got to go. I said, somebody wants to meet. And I surprised Gina. I was like, somebody wants to meet you. And she's like, oh, who is it? So we walked back and it was Christopher Lloyd and Mike. They were all waiting for her. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's pretty cool. And then like they went and like they all talked, and like, so I don't know what they talked about, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, here, I'll show everybody what I'm talking about real quick. I'm not going to play the audio because I'll probably
Gina posted the picture too. So
here's the video right here of it. Why is it playing so choppy? Right here. Look at him going, man.
Yeah,
look at him going.
Good for him.
Look at him going, man. That's freaking cool as shit, man. Just to see that dude up there having fun and getting the respect he deserves. He was playing the shit, dude. He kicked his leg out, man. It was awesome, dude. So it was super cool. But that's cool. He got to meet Gina and everything.
Someone
like that.
said, I just canceled Michael J. Fox and Christopher. Gina posted the picture and told the whole story on Twitter.
There's one part
that happened like over a year or so ago.
Right here. Let me play. I will play this part because I don't think there's any music right here. This is cool.
So thank you to our hero forever, and especially thank you to the main reason why we're in a band is because of watching Back to the Future. So thank you to our hero forever and one of the most amazing people on earth, Mr. Michael J. Fox. Thank you so much, Michael, our hero.
That's awesome, man. That's freaking cool good. As hell right there. So, okay. So, Quentin for $4.99 says, so Green Lady will report the massacre to the Jedi now, right? Right. Also, can't she tell this wasn't Soul from her psychometry? Stupid fucking writing. I mean, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. That's ultimately what, like, and I think she's a bad guy. Do you think she's a bad guy?
I think all of them are going to be. I think they're all going to be exposed for doing bad stuff, I think Soul, I agree with you. I think Soul will admit that, yeah, they killed everybody because we thought it was the right thing to do, and we had to live with that. And it was this green head lady that gave us the orders to do it. So,
yeah. Tomac for 20 says, speaking of cake, have you guys seen Bunny from the First Descendant? Now that game is out. That's some good cake. Jay, what do you think about cake?
My birthday cake?
Yes.
I like birthday cake.
Thank you.
What kind of cake are you talking about?
Thank you, Tomac. Tomac says, and Jay, have you seen the update to the best simulator game yet? Power Wash Simulator. They added some Alice in Wonderland.
I have, yeah.
Have you?
Jay, yeah, I got a notification because I have that game. I just haven't played it. Haven't played it live.
So I actually think that you should focus solely on like simulator games like Power Wash Simulator, lawnmower simulators. That should be your focus on your gaming channel.
Yeah, maybe.
David Hand said for 20 cents, it's all right. He's soft and non-threatening, talking about the Smilo Ren character. Good Lord.
Yeah.
This is Disney Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they've given us right here.
And a lot of people had to prove all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best part. Like, you think like one person would be like, we've been telling all the the older men that are complaining about the show that this show's for kids. Maybe we should dial it back. Like maybe give him some swimming trunks or something. Nah, it's fine. Okay.
JB Benedict says Darth Cheeks. Sir Hat says J&J streaming no Ryan, no Rye, no buy. A Ron says credibility today. Relection last night and Geeks and Gamers Scrabble night must be nuts. Yeah, I heard that. Beardo said instead of recollection, he said relection.
Relection.
Relection is what he said. Yeah, don't ask. I don't know. Let's see. Toke Fan says, speaking of Beardo, my girlfriend got pregnant and forgot who I was with her prego brain and called me the new guy. God dang. Let's see. Stain says, just rewatched Psych for the 10th time or so. It's a amazing comedy, probably fucking amazing comedy series. The Acolyte, next it's gonna be so cringe. Damn, make Star Wars male again. Greg the Goblin says, hey, I sent a 50 when you talked about getting fanny packs for us. Get it straight.
Yeah.
Haha. Yeah, no, I'm just
quick question for the chat. Has anyone seen Horizon? Kevin Costner's film?
I want to see it.
Like, is it worth watching? Because it's like it bombed in the theater, but it's, I don't know. Like, some of the reviews are like, it's amazing. Then
I want to check it out.
It's like it's like either amazing, I loved it, or it's terrible, I hate it. There's no like middle ground from what I'm seeing. That's all.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I want to see it. I actually want to see it. Jason Yankovic says, as the world's #1 Acolyte superfan, Jay should start a petition for Acolyte season 2. Also, we saw what happened to the shirtless Jedi. I mean, I hope we get a season 2 just for the fact of algorithm, but I don't think we will. Lance says, I'll simp for Disney if they recreate this episode with Gina Carano instead of Smilo Ren. I have credibility. Says, this is the old movie Porky's. Let's see, the old movie Porky's remade for gay people. Oh my God. Black Cane. The Undertaker choke slammed me. Now I can't breathe. Enoch Mamad says
keep it moving.
They brought back Raylo. Rye the guy says someone needs to meme this scene by making a video using some corn music. That'd be hilarious. Ron Cook says, hey, all don't want to be a downer here. I need some good thoughts for my son. He was hit by a big truck that ran a red light while on his motorcycle. He's in the, I'm assuming you mean ICU. Dude, Ron, dude, that, man. We got nothing but love for you, man. Keep us posted. Positive vibes in the chat for Ron Cook.
Yeah.
And, keep us posted, man. Keep us updated, brother. Sorry to hear
Ron,
that.
our Florida man. He's one of our Florida people.
Absolutely.
Dang, Ron. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, stay positive.
Damn, it sucks, man. Sketch says, blah. Ron Cook says, ICU. He lost his leg, crushed both his arms and his other leg. Many internal injuries. Damn. That is awful. So there you go, the ICU. So it did cut off. I didn't see the second part of it, so I'm sorry about that. But you see all those prayers in the chat, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, man, keep us updated, and hopefully everything's going to work out, man. Sorry to hear that. Dark 2677 says, episode 6, sis and dicks spit on that thing. You must. Let's see. Jason says, did the stranger bring her to the unknown planet in a windowless van? Joey Bagadona says, Creta bippity boppity boop. Force Geek says, what's up, boys? Are we having J Day this week? Yes. Lord Jay says,
that mean?
I guess Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant has some trouble with the idea of consent. Vec L says, I wonder if she would have killed him if she thought he had a small penis. Shadow Saya says, oh, I can't kill him. The shame of that saber is enough already. Well, the Wolframe Heart says, hey, hi, Jay, rescue Dave Filoni's dog. Seed Fan says, didn't you know everything needs to be explained in detail? You can't just have bylaws with the Jedi Code without having a reason spoon-fed to you. That's how they have to do all of this.
So speaking of Back to the Future, Universal Studios is working on. I'm gonna share this real quick. Is working on a new parade, and you can see what they teased here. So they're gonna start working on it this week, and they're gonna unveil it. They've been doing like really cool stuff with like some of the classic film, Jurassic Park and Back to the Future. So I'd love to see that stuff.
Absolutely. That's good.
Also,
stuff right
Jeremy, last thing, these headlines are just breaking so fast. The Acolyte proved what female fans knew all along: the powerful sex appeal of the dark side.
Jesus Christ, we're done. It's over. Star Wars is.
Did Darth Vader have like sex appeal? Like, I don't know. He was like more machine than man. So did an evil. Anyway,
I'm going to say something controversial that I've never said. Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead.
They just should rename it like something else.
Star Wars is dead.
Like Space Adventures. That's what they should rename it.
Let's see here. Okay.
Sorry, I messed up your flow.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. B Chain says, "May the force be with you. Roll Tide." Yo Pop says, "Billy Bob Kenobi." Predon Corp says, "Here's his."
That's pretty good.
Predom Corp says, "Here's his title, Jedi Master Bama or Jedi Master Roll Tide." I have credibility. Definitely Jedi Bama. Jake Skywalker, Jedi Master Methane Fedi Monday. Bobby Stevens, Disney Star Wars, The Acolyte has taught me one thing: Amanda Stenberg can take a load to the face in stride. Fake Tie Dude says, "The only two white male Jedi in the show with questionable looks, noticing a pattern here." It's Disney Star Wars for you. Force Geek says, "The Bama Jedi is Gary without a beard." Enoch Maman says, "The Jedi looks like Christopher Walken's methed up inbred cousin." Eli Saw says, "Episode is missing the Lolita Express shit clown wars." Andy Plays Games says, Master Fenton Hall. Gohan Creek says, "Ray movie will be DOA and Disney Ridley deserves no pity for her siding with Disney just for money. Screw Disney and the hell with Daisy Ridley." I don't really hate on Daisy Ridley. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Daisy Ridley's career did not take off like I think she was anticipating, for sure. I think she anticipated her career taking off, and in reality, it did not. It didn't actually do good for anybody except for what's his face? What's his name? Oscar Isaac? Yeah, Oscar Isaac. He's
maybe, yeah.
He's got a pretty good career, but no one else really has a good career out of that. So I mean, she really has no choice. She's got to take a paycheck. She's got to live. So I don't blame her for that. And up to this point, I've never heard Daisy Ridley say anything negative about the fan base or anything like that. I've heard the fans try to weaponize her, like the Disney Star Wars fans trying to victimize her and weaponize her towards the fans calling it out, but I've never heard her say anything. Predon Corp says, Jedi Master, get her done. Lower Lip Slicker says, heading home from vacation, have enough Geeks and Gamers FNT and Tuesday night's main event for the 30-hour drive and possibly make it home in time for a hurricane. Well, be safe. Be safe. And I hope you do enjoy the content. All right. For sure. But be safe. That's the most important thing right there. Disco Cobra, I just saw you, man. It's been a while since I saw you here. How you doing, brother? I'll get to that one here in just a minute. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, just got here, but the green bitch is the Sith Lord. Saber whip scars on Smilo's back. Green bitch was the one who stopped Keanu Monday from telling the High Council. Master Squid Game is probably just guilty. It's dumb. See, I've been saying that I thought she was bad for a while, and of course she is. Like, I do believe that she probably is the Sith Lord. I do. 1000%. And the whip marks on his back. Yeah. I think you're right. I agree. See, like, this show's fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, it's just,
and she's got to have a prominent role because it's Leslie Headland's wife. So she's got to have a prominent role.
Leslie Headland said this is an important piece of art that she created.
Yeah, whatever. I actually agree. So Star Wars is dead.
I'm not complaining.
Star Wars is dead. Jay, did you see this story with Alana Pierce and Elden Ring and all the controversy around
just
that?
Just kind of briefly talking about her son.
Not her son, but just like in general. She's her whole point. She's advocating for a pause button. She's saying like all games need pause buttons because there are different types of disabilities. And one disability she says is having a kid. Let's listen in.
There are long-term disabilities. There are situational disabilities. There are temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring, you can't pause. That is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability a situation is concerned.
What?
So now she's
is this a joke?
No, it's not. But she's referencing this right here. This is from the Inclusive, a Microsoft design toolkit. And as you see right here, there are situational disabilities. And one of those situational disabilities is being a new parent.
Wow.
This is something that the industry apparently talks about and references, calling kids a disability. Heavy accent apparently is a disability. Shout out to Dan Bask.
Deaf. All right. I'm kind of
blown
away
here,
by
Steph.
this.
Get in here if you want to say something.
This?
Get in here, Steph. Steph wants to say something.
What? This can't be real.
Hi. I don't want to sound mean, but maybe if you're a new parent, your focus should be on your new baby.
I know.
It takes like 2 weeks to a month to get used to like that sleeping schedule that comes with having a new infant in your house. So maybe it should be focusing on your child as opposed to playing video games. I mean, you could take a month off and then get back to it, right? Once you have that sleeping schedule worked out. Yeah, I don't see why that would be a situational disability when your focus should be on your new kid. I mean,
yeah,
I know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know.
It's such a simple perspective to have, and so I want to make everybody understand, like Alana Pierce, and I'm not a fan of hers, by the way, at all, but she's not the person. It's not her saying this. Like, this is something she's been basically taught within the industry. She is a former IGN personality. She is a writer on God of War Ragnarok. She's been in the gaming world for a long time. So this is stuff that she's basically just letting you know that the industry thinks. This is how the industry looks at this. And by that standard, no one's disabled because everyone's disabled.
What in the world would these people do back in the old Nintendo? He had 3 lives. And if mom said turn the video games off, doesn't matter how far you got, there ain't no save button either.
Yeah. I mean, like
with these games, you have to have like an allotted time where nothing is going to bother you, right? Especially right now, you have to like set aside an allotted time to play games. Like, you're absolutely right, 100%. Like, everything would be a disability at this point, because if you're not setting aside like an allotted time to play some video games where you're not going to be disturbed, you're going to be disturbed at some point.
If I can be honest with you, I feel that a certain group of people, that's exactly what they want, Steph. They want everything to be a disability so they can be a card-carrying member of the disability fan club. I don't know. It's just like every time you turn around, somebody's got a new problem or disorder and they want the government to pay them money for. I don't get it. Like, there's stuff I've never even heard of before. And they're like, yeah, that's my disability. And you're just like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't get it. So it's like, now it's like, hey, I've got a disability. I have a son. I can't play a video game. Can I get free tickets to Disney World because I have a disability?
Victim mentality of today's society.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just the victim mentality of today's society.
Yes.
And also, like, in addition to that, you know, the fact that, like, a lot of people think that everything is about them nowadays. You know, nothing else matters. It's all about, you know, all about them. It's that narcissistic victim mentality that people carry nowadays.
It's got like bartender as a situational disability on hearing. What?
Yeah, what is that? That's why I didn't want to speak on this because I don't know what that means.
It means that there's like probably a lot of people yelling in multiple different directions. So I now have a temporary disability because there's too many people yelling at me. It's too loud in this club or this bar that I'm working in. That's what I would assume it means, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Shouldn't you be working? Why are you playing video games? What the heck?
I get a victim card because I'm a bartender and I can't hear. Stop yelling. I'll get your drink. I have a disability, okay?
The lines are already long at bars. We don't need bartenders playing video games at the same time. That makes absolutely no sense being for putting bartender up there.
I have a disability. You need to hire me as
a distracted driver above that.
But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to talk about that. I have a full video on the whole thing, so if you guys want to go check that out. And ultimately, it's not a disability having a kid. It's called a responsibility. That's what it's called. I said that in the video. So replace everything she said with like temporary, you know, situational, permanent, and you can apply the word responsibility to that. And that is ultimately what it's called, because if you spend your life trying to refer to your kids as a disability, you're going to end up resenting your kids. And I talked about an interview that I don't remember where this was, man. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it, but it was an interview with Denzel Washington, and the interviewer was praising him, how great he is as an actor. And he is. He's one of the greatest actors of all time, and that's just a fact. That's not debatable. But they were talking about, like, basically talking about how important it was that he's such a great actor in important roles. And he basically said, I'm an actor, and but at the end of the day, the most important thing you can do in life is to be a good parent, raise your kids. Now, what if Denzel in that interview would have said, yeah, you know, I really enjoy acting, but I have a disability. I have kids and would like to do more roles, but my disability holds me back. That's essentially what through their logic, that's what he would be saying. And of course, we know Denzel's not going to say it. Denzel's awesome.
Well, Jeremy,
remember, like, this is the group of people that look at look at children as an inconvenience. Honestly, yep. Like, they really do. This is the age group, like the generation that does 100% look at children as an inconvenience. That's why they're so quick to, you know, not think twice about, I'm sorry to say this, but like getting rid of them, right? Like, yep. It's unfortunate, but it is a reality. They do look at children as an inconvenience, not as a blessing.
What'd you have, Jay?
My mortgage is an inconvenience. So when do I get help with that? Like, that's what I want to know. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Every month I get this piece of paper in the mail saying you owe me money. That's an inconvenience on my lifestyle.
It's a situational disability.
Good Lord. Yeah.
It's a situational disability.
Want better parking when I go to the mall.
Yeah.
Jeez. What's wrong with the world that we live in?
If this was 2018, Jeremy, I'd make another joke about something, but I'm not going to. All right, we've got to read some super chats. Thank you, Steph. Shadow Saiyan says, Sithas in Paris, the Anti-Woke Academy for Arts and Science, Jedi Knight, Mahome, Ison Wheels. Unknown says, Darth Not So Hung. God damn it. Darth Racer says, you guys deserve a Purple Heart for watching this crap. But hey, you guys like beavers. The Fat Electrician has a video about paratrooper beavers. Yes, it's a true story. Check it out. Shadow Saiyan says, my favorite rap group, SWA, Sis with Attitude. XR says, even Yoda and the council want to see these Tardo Jedi go away. M. Spencer says,
that's Yoda the whole time. These are the bottom of the barrel, okay? Yeah. Master Jedi's, like, let's just not bother with them. They'll just erase themselves soon enough, and then we can get on to real Jedi business.
Yes, exactly. Let's see. M. Spencer says, where are going with this show? Where are they going with this show? That's the mystery.
Who knows?
I have credibility, says Darth Diversity, or double D's for short. Sir Hat says PS2 came out March 4th, 2000. Jeez. Osmora 199. When these kids grow up, they will talk about the Acolyte like my generation talks about the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Ministry of Wrong Thing says the two chicks born into a lesbian cult switch teams for no reason. I'm shocked. Subverted even. Golden Nugget says, Jay, you were missed last night. My latest scan shows cancer gone, and my operation to remove my colonoscopy bag is in early August. Can finally go to the toilet properly and live a normal life. Hail. Love hearing that, man.
People
Hail
just want to poop in peace, man.
Like
I've been saying that, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It really is. And your presidential slogan of that, just want to poop in peace, Jay. That's a winner. Retired Millennial says 50 Shades of Fake Sith. This guy isn't Sith. He's a wannabe. Butter Biscuit says, now that I have the BTF ending credits stuck in my head all day long, my favorite trilogy of all time. Love those movies. D Dog 1968 says the stranger has a whip scare on his back, a scar on his back, and now we have seen a Jedi with a whip lightsaber. Just saying. Yep, I know. It's pretty obvious.
Beyond predictable, this show.
Dude, the way I've been saying this for like the way she talks to Soul, it's obvious who she is. And there were people that were telling me like, no, Smilo Ren is not, or the guy that was hanging out with May. That's not going to be Smilo Ren. Yes, it was. It was always him. It was obvious because
everybody called it.
Don't know how to tell a story. They don't know how to tell a story. Panda Jose says, yes, trust Headlamp to write what she knows best, putting a woman in a situation with a man unclothed and slowly approaching her. The title of the episode should be called 50 Shades of Thread. Ken Lipson says, Jay is must-see TV. Hail the 199. Gohan creates
it.
Leslie's wife is probably a dominatrix Sith Lord. Scar depicts probably a dominatrix style type of control. What a crock. These last two episodes are going to be wild. Bullet Shepherd says Razor gave a positive response to Horizon, and he definitely knows Westerns. Greg the Goblin says, I want a Geeks and Gamers fanny pack, and I like Jay. OMG. Does that make me gay? Yes. Black Kane says, to be fair, he choke slammed me after I refused to get into the casket. Rod Line says, this is written by 4 12-year-old preteen Twilight fans. Supreme
Twilight,
Noke says, hail Jeremy and Jay for John Monday, I think you mean the 199. I don't know, the 999, and the Blue Whip and Dr. Robotnik. Philip Butler says Sith is just another word for nothing left to lose. Reckless Neo says, thank you guys for taking my mind off of depression. Today is the last day I have to get my car in for the warranty to end. Hail the 199. Hey, get it in there, brother. And we're glad we can take you away from anything. That's our job, is to make you guys laugh, have some fun, cover some pop culture.
I see you, Laura. You've been spamming the chat. I see you.
And ultimately, like, dude, today's gonna be a wild Cobra cast tonight, man. There's a lot going on. I don't know if you've seen that, Jay, but there's a lot going on. So,
yeah, I saw the report.
Let's see. Israel says it's now trans wars. You can identify as good or evil on a whim. Joe C. Pure Blood says stargaze, the ass delight. VJ the Vigilant says lesbian space witches of the 24th and a half century. Disco Cobra, what's up, Disco Cobra? Are those Flex Fit hats in the store right now? Really looking forward to a cool summer hat. I buy Hurley hats and Fox Racing hats. Would be nice to have a Geeks and Gamers hat as well. I am talking to Suresh about getting all of that set up. Not there yet.
Get some cool merch out.
Yeah, not there yet, but things are definitely in the works. Go Increases. Leslie's metaphorical balls are in a jar because her wife is the one with the balls in the relationship. Why she's a Sith Lord. Boom. Nick Savage says you can tell girls made this. Andrew CR says that chick has more manly voice than Jeremy and Jay together. VJ says a situational disability. DL for 20. Alana Pierce needs to get real. Anyone with half a brain knows that you put your kids up for adoption prior to starting a new Elden Ring playthrough.
Right. That's right.
I mean, it's even in the guidebook. Jeez. Tobias says that's not a disability. Red has 3 kids. 2 of them play video games better than him. The only disability of having kids is that you don't get to hog the computer for your clickbait streams. That's it, man. It's nonsense to say stuff like that. Taker says, so if you have to pee mid-fight, is that a disability? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Coalesce is a friendly reminder that years ago there were people that were willingly detaching their limbs to identify as disabled. I remember that. Shadow saying, when Gary plays games, all he has is disabilities. Health Minister of Belgium, anyone that uses the inclusive chart is a commie. Divergent Zen has she not seen Elden or Elon play Diablo 4 with his kids? Probably not. Taker says only Jay could say something like pronoun beaver. You did say pronoun beaver.
That's what it was. It was the they, him,
pronoun beaver.
Rodent, whatever that
is. Supreme Leader Snoke, as Einstein once said, 2 things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. Amen. Hail 999, Keanu Monday, and the Blue Whip disability. Lord of the Ring Nerd says, I may not be a father or husband yet, but I know that children are a blessing. And yes, they're a responsibility that parents must look after. God bless. Thank you. Let's see. I don't know how to say that one, but Asmund says that that Alana is 100% correct, and who attacked her is low IQ idiot. You can watch his video for more context. I did see it, and he's 100% wrong. But I watched his reaction to it. Golden Nugget says, surprise to Benology with 2 Ys. The Anti-Woke Academy for Arts and Science. Jedi Knight, my sister is my wife. Dragon Dan, if they were smart, Mando and Grogu movie would be 2 stories in 1 movie set after season 2 and wipe out Boba Fett in season 3. But that makes too much sense. You know they won't do it. That's Showbiz says, can't wait for the new Sith Lord Warvie Heinstein. Holy crap. That's probably something they would pull, to be honest. Orozco says, scissor me Timbers, Jay, for $1 on Rumble. Orozco, from butter dishes to credibility, Jay cranking out some bangers. Mark of Reality says, new name for the Jedi, Master Jedi Roll Tide. Orozco says she's Vadered. She's Vadered. Orozco, derogatory, really? What's up, my sisters? Wesley says, I hope somebody saved this video to play at their grandkids' graduation. And Orozco Revive says, Steph, the voice of reason. And Jay, we are at the end. Another one in the books. We got Cobra Cast tonight. I've got a lot of videos that I have to record right now. The craziness going on in the political world is insane. So I'll be covering all of that tonight over on D-Day Cobra on Cobra Cast, and it will be a wild one. What do you got going on, Jay?
That's about it.
Did you say anything?
Nope.
Go check out Jay's
another Star Wars video, I guess.
Yeah, go check out Jay's latest video. So it's good. It's a good breakdown of the whole episode. Subscribe to Drunk 3PO. Let's see. Mike. I'm just gonna start saying Mike. I got 2 kids. I'm double tarred. All right. So Cobra Cast tonight. Check out all of our videos. We are closing in on 390,000 subscribers here on this channel. We are less than 300 away. And then the road to 400 begins, baby. And I can't wait. But I got multiple videos coming out today. So check those out. It'll be a little bit later. And then I'll see you guys for Cobra Cast tonight. And it's going to be a lot.
Everybody in the chat's telling me what I'm doing this week. That's right. I will be in Denver after the 4th. you can come see me. I will have Achromatic Chronicles Blue. Green is on the way. I told you we had to like push it back just a few weeks because everybody wanted a coloring book. So we're getting that all taken care of. So that should be launching soon. I'll probably make another Star Wars video. Everybody's asking me to play Sea of Thieves. Maybe. We'll see. Tomorrow's the 4th. I'm making hot dogs.
Why can't I was looking, so it looks like Gary's live. Nooner's live. So go over to the Nooner, raid the chat with some 199s over there. I can't raid. I don't have it set up for whatever reason to raid him, but you guys go over there, say hello to Gary, say hello to the Nerdrotic Nooner, and spam 199s in the chat when you go over there. Just at first, not the whole time. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tonight for Cobra Cast, and I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you got notifications turned on for this channel. A lot of videos coming out today. But I hope you have a great day, everyone, and we'll talk to all of you later. Say bye, Jay.
Bye, everyone. Have a good